Cousins, he captained the name, joined the flight network first officer, Patrick West 9. Never in charge of team and company comfort, primarily your safety on this flight this evening. Just about ready to go, have you on the way very shortly from lunch schedule departure. Flight time back to Gatwick, 7 hours and 42 minutes. I'll be fine on the way home, so once you get established in cruising, I'm due to give you some weather and route information in the meantime. Take your seat, sit back, relax, and very much hope you enjoy the journey home.
Right, we're taxiing, ready for takeoff. This airport has been a real pleasure. So peaceful, so relaxing, not the usual hustle and bustle of MCO. Sort of made it a win-win for us. I just saying to Rach that my problem is when I'm at MCO, we've got money left over. I need to go in that Disney store, I need to go in that Universal store, or the SeaWorld store, or even NASA, any of them stores just to spend that money, and it becomes stressful.
Oxygen mask drops from the power pole. Now firmly.
Expecting a queue. This airport is so quiet. It's not like Gatwick or Heathrow. We queued up with not trains, I'm talking about planes trying to cut us up at the last minute and get in front of us to grab a slot, but this is just basically leave your spot, get on the runway and take off. The way it should be. See it, as I said in the previous vlog to this, in the next probably hour there's a rocket going up, so grabbed an aisle because the plane is basically pinned. So Rachel's sitting in a row in front of me, everyone's spread out. It's going to be more of a relaxing flight because night flight, I've now got 3 seats to myself. So is Rach, so is pretty much every other passenger. So, a bit of a special treat. It's going to make the flight that much better. To be honest with you, I'm quite shocked at it. We was rammed coming out. Plane just cruising at altitude above us. We've been told to keep an eye out. Within the next 5 minutes or so, there is a good chance, possibility, if it goes ahead, we will see the rocket going up from Kennedy. That's a big sky out there. It did launch, but there's no visual sight of it. I was expecting something spectacular to appear from the clouds. Beautiful glow there now as the sun starts to set behind us. We're taking a route out sort of down towards the island of Bermuda and then cutting across the Atlantic, southern tip of Ireland possibly, and then coming across the south coast and land at Gatwick around 6 o'clock in the morning, and it's on schedule, so that's good. And then from there we'll chill out for a little bit, get our thoughts and everything together and make our way to the train station, which is just pretty much right next to where we are. Travel from there. We believe we're going to swap at Clapham, get onto a train that takes us to Watford and go from Watford back to Bletchley, because otherwise we've got to travel on the line going all the way into parts of London we don't really need to be going to, and further out, travelling out towards Bedford and then getting a train back from Bedford, and that's a slow diesel chugger, so it would make the day a heck of a lot longer. And to be honest with you, as much as I don't mind doing this vlog and showing you what it's all about, we are at a point now where you just want to be home. You've had your holiday, you've had your fun, you just want to flick a switch, open your front door, be in, cup of tea, probably a Chinese takeaway tomorrow evening, and just chill out, get back on with things. Round with the good stuff. We've got some booze, doing some editing on some previous vlogs, and just chilling out basically. At some point soon they'll be round with food, then it'll be duty free, and then I dare say they'll leave us alone until maybe an hour and a half before we arrive at Gatwick. Right, dinner is served. We've got tomato and basil chicken meatballs with parmesan marinara. Looks like a chickpea salad of some sorts. That does actually look quite nice. Then of course you've got your little teapot and a bread roll, probably a brownie, cheese and crackers in there as well. So yeah, you know what, that looks really, really impressive. Lights have been dimmed now. I dare say they'll come around with duty free soon, then the lights will probably go off totally, and then there'll be time to sort of try and snooze just for that little bit. The fortunate thing about this flight this time is because it's virtually empty. I mean, I would turn around and say there's less than 60 people tops on board. So every person has got a row of 3, and this is what you're left with. leg room normally. You don't have a centre bar on the Sky. You do not have a centre bar here to obstruct your feet on the Dreamliner, and obviously I've got 3 chairs, so up to there, spread my legs out, then give you a blanket, a few pillows. That should do the trick. I have a little companion which will come with us on future trips. We now have Tui Turtle. Wanted him on the way out just as a little memento, but he wasn't available. But this was the last one they had for the flight back to Gatwick, so he's coming home with us. Cute little fella. Morning guys, time seems to have flown by. They've just come in and served us breakfast. We got some orange juice, Kellogg's Nutrigrain bar, a muffin and a yogurt, and obviously a little cup there to have a tea and coffee. Fun through the night. This should give us some indication there. Right, so looking like that, we are over the southern tip of Ireland. It's still dark out there, but then again I suppose we was expected to arrive at about 6 o'clock in the morning. Current altitude is 41,000 feet, so nice cruise. For a holiday, I can do it on a daily basis. obviously for us to be coming in the land, we'll be in the vicinity of Gatwick, so that means Crawley, Horsham, Peas Pottage, the M23. Takeoffs and landings, I believe, are pretty much done automatically. It's only in adverse weather that the pilot might decide to take specific control and override something. Second now, we'll feel the bounce. There we go, we are on land. Welcome back to the UK and Gatwick Airport. It only seems a short time ago, of course it was only a midi trip, not a mini trip. A mini trip would have been 7 days or less. This was 10 nights. On the way in, as we sort of started to descend and we flew over Bournemouth, and we think to ourselves, you know what, we could have had 5 nights in that area if things hadn't gone to plan. But of course we ended up with 10 nights in Orlando. I certainly know which one I prefer to choose. I would say is my favourite UK airport. Heathrow does the job, and it does the job well, but I'm certainly more into Gatwick.
Local time is 6:05, and in the overhead compartments for any items that may otherwise be left behind. If you find anything on board after you've left, or hand it in to the agents here at Gatwick. Do take care when opening the overhead compartments to ensure that nothing falls out that may have moved during the flight. If you've been given an additional seat belt or a life jacket, can you leave these on the seat as you leave the aeroplane? If you've requested assistance, please remain seated till everyone else has disembarked, and then the crew can assist you further. Please have your passports ready for immigration authorities. Smoking is not allowed, including vapes, electronic and nicotine resembling cigarettes. On behalf of everyone at TUI and your crew on board, we just shared a fabulous holiday in Florida. Hope you enjoyed your flight back with us. Have a safe journey home. And we understand you have a choice when booking your holiday, and we'd like to thank you for choosing TUI.
Wow. Back in the UK, it's cold. A bit damp and wet out there by the looks of it in places. Looks like we've had a fog, mist, etc. Ground frost, but yeah, happy to be back. No. But we've got 345 days till we go back out again. We will be honouring our holiday with Virgin Holidays, Virgin Atlantic, which was moved from this year. So that means we'll go from Heathrow next year, do everything with that, and then after that it's fair game because TUI really delivered. They really did. The airplanes both ways, really comfortable. Food going out was really good. Coming back was okay. It was adequate. We got lucky, I think, because there must have been 60 people on our flight on the way home. So everyone had a row of 3 seats each. So there was none of this, is it going to be tight, is it going to be cramped? If we are looking to do TUI in 2026, after next year's holiday, then we'd probably look at maybe standard going out and premium economy coming back. It's the chance you take, because obviously you get premium economy and it could be empty again coming back, and we paid all that money and everyone else has got 3 seats and we've got 1. But it is what it is. This holiday's been exceptional. Thank you so much for you guys who have followed along with everything we've done. It was a last minute thing. The price was a steal, it really was. And it's got so many memories. For a 10-nighter, we've done so much that I didn't even comprehend that we would be able to do. We had the ultimate tickets. Thank you to Sammy at Attraction Tickets for helping out and getting us a good deal on those. And yeah, if you ever see the chance of a bargain like we had, you just think, I really want to go to Florida, I've got a couple of weeks spare later on, last minute, you haven't got anything planned, look, just look, we got it for less than £700 each for 10 nights, well worth it. Anyway guys, we're tired, we've got a train journey from here at Gatwick South Terminal. We'll have to change at Clapham Junction, get to Watford Junction, and then from Watford Junction straight home to Bletchley. It's going to be a couple of hours. We're tired, but we're bearing up pretty well, to be honest with you. Thank you to this one for putting up with me and the rabble, especially Scooby and Scooby. They've eaten their way through Orlando again. And we'll see you in the movies. Bye for now.